entire Earth realm.
Yet again, Liu Kang, you've chosen your own destiny.
No match for skill. I will destroy our enemies before they destroy us.
Yet again, Liu Kang, you've chosen your own destiny.
Please welcome the producer of the MKX Pro League and Combat Clash, your host, Mr. Joshua Gray.
What is up, Los Angeles? And hello to everyone watching around the world. Welcome to Mortal Kombat 11, The Reveal.
Please welcome the producer of the MKX
Pro
League and Combat Clash, your host, Mr.
Event.
Joshua Gray.
Are you all as excited as I am to be here today? What is up, Los Angeles?
We have some truly awesome stuff to share
and
with
hello
you.
to everyone watching around the world. Welcome to Mortal Kombat 11, The Reveal.
And I've got some excellent guests here to help me out.
I'm Joshua Gray, and I'll be your host for today's
and the NetherRealm
Studios team are here.
Are you all as excited
to talk
as I
about
am
the
to
new
be here
storyline
today and the tons and tons of content?
I hope so,
they've been
because we
working
have
on
some truly
awesome stuff to share
Tyler
with you.
Lansdowne is in
so
the building.
pumped to reveal some of the surprises
along with
Kombat
some of your
11
favorite
has
Mortal
in store.
Kombat pros.
And I've got some
Plus,
excellent
we
guests
have
here
some
to
secret
help
special
me out.
guests in attendance.
I
Ed
can't
Boone
wait
and
to
the
bring
NetherRealm
up here,
Studios team are here,
including
to talk about the new storyline and the tons and
characters.
tons of content.
In just a few minutes,
working on for
you will be the first people on the
Tyler
planet
Lansdowne
to
is
fully
in the building.
experience the bone-crushing
along with some of your favorite
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat
Kombat pros. Plus, we have some secret special
Prepare to
guests
get
in
hyped.
attendance that I can't wait to bring up
We
here.
are about to reveal
including
even
some
more
real-life
gameplay
badasses
for the first
behind
time
our characters.
in a worldwide premiere.
In just a few minutes, you will be the first people on the planet to fully
the most
experience
blood-splashing,
the bone-crushing
gore-spewing
of Mortal Kombat 11.
spine-snapping action you have ever seen
in a Mortal Kombat game.
Prepare to get hyped.
Ladies and gentlemen, are
we
you
are about
ready?
to reveal even more gameplay for the first time.
Please
in
welcome
a
to the stage,
worldwide
creative
premiere.
director of NetherRealm Studios and the co-creator of
This
Mortal
is
Kombat, Ed Boone.
The most blood-splashing, gore-spewing, spine-snapping action you have ever seen
in a Mortal Kombat game. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Ed, please welcome to the stage, creative director of NetherRealm Studios and the co-creator of Mortal Kombat,
team at
Ed
NetherRealm
Boone.
Studios have done it again. There is so much to unpack here, and I'm sure you can't wait to dive into some of the gameplay.
You know, we've been biting our tongues since, 6 months ago around E3, dying to show you guys this game.
Ed,
but we really wanted to kind of build the suspense. This is absolutely going to pay off.
All right, and your team at NetherRealm Studios have done it again.
You guys
there
first,
is
I think
so
the
much
first thing
to
you wanted
unpack
to
here,
do
and I'm
is
sure
see
you
the
can't wait
actual games,
to dive into
just
some of the
let's just
gameplay.
roll them here. You know, we've been biting our tongues since 6 months ago around E3, dying to show you guys this game. We're very excited to show you. First look at Mortal Kombat 11. Nobody else has seen this.
All right. And
today we have 7
let you do the
characters to
honors.
show
Take
you.
it away.
Some
Yeah,
returning,
you guys
some
first-
new.
I think the first
There's
thing you wanted
far
to
more
do
in
is
this
see
game
the
that we'll be able to
actual
show you right
game,
here.
so
But
just
we
let's
do want to
just
hit on
roll.
the enhancements from the game, the fighting, and the custom character variations. So, we're very excited to show you first look at Mortal Kombat 11. Garrus is a new fighter in the game. And you can today we have really 7 characters to show you. Some returning, some new. NetherRealm games there's really far more in this game that we'll be able to show you right here. But we do want to hit on the enhancements from the game, the fighting, and the custom character variations. MK11's expanding on that idea, creating custom character variations the player can actually create themselves. Garrus is a new fighter in the game. And so you notice it has a really cool time control ability. Some were created by the players, some were created already in the game. Mortal Kombat X, we introduced a feature called Character Variations. 3 versions of every single character. MK11's expanding on that idea, creating custom character variations the player can actually create themselves. So you notice they're selecting different versions of Scorpion. Some were created by the players, some were created already in the game. Same thing with Baraka.
Tarkatan warriors are legendary.
Then why don't you flee, Earthrealmer?
The Shirai Ryu embrace danger.
Round 1. Fight!
So this is a Mortal Kombat game, so you expect the fighting to be brutal. MK11 sees the return of Baraka, who was a fan favorite from Mortal Kombat 2. So let's see some of the moves he does here.
Tarkatan warriors are legendary.
Why don't you flee, Earthrealmer?
The Shirai Ryu embrace danger.
Round 1. Fight!
So this is a Mortal Kombat game, so you expect the fighting to be brutal. MK11 sees the return of Baraka. Scorpion as a fan favorite from Mortal Kombat 2. So let's see some of the moves he does here. Okay, now without getting too technical, we're going to get into some of the geeky fighting game moments out there. Mortal Kombat, traditionally we've had 1 meter that's shared resource. Scorpion has a few tricks up his sleeve and the super moves. Mortal Kombat X is separating all 3 of those. So we have a horizontal meter is the offense attacks, vertical meter is the defensive attacks. Okay, now without getting too technical, we're going to get into some of the geeky fighting game. Baraka's going to shoot into using his offensive traditionally moves. We've had 1 meter. Also can extend this leg stab here onto a throw with the super moves. Also, Mortal Kombat X, Scorpion here is going to escape 3 of those. So we have a knockdown. Horizontal meter is the offensive meter. Vertical meter is the defensive. And you're going to notice here that the fatal blow that's actually tied to 30% of the health meter. Baraka's going to shoot into using his offensive moves. Completely new dynamic. Also can extend this leg stab here into a throw. Both with Baraka and Scorpion have a fatal blow right now. Scorpion here is going to escape from a knockdown using his defensive meter. And you're going to notice here that the fatal blow that's actually tied to 30% of the health meter. When it's reduced, you get fatal blow available. This adds completely new dynamic and tension to the fighting. Both Baraka and Scorpion have a fatal blow right now. So Scorpion missed his fatal blow attack, but it actually will regenerate after a cooldown period. So you'll notice his fatal blow is established, he can pull it off. And now to be outdone, Baraka now has his fatal blow, but it actually will regenerate after a cooldown period. So you'll notice his fatal blow is established, he can pull it off. And of course, it wouldn't be Mortal Kombat without fatalities. And now to be outdone, Baraka now has his fatal blow available. And of course, it wouldn't be Mortal Kombat without fatalities. We're going to quickly talk here about, we have custom variations. On this player variation screen, the players can create, modify, and collect multiple versions of every character. There are a ton of features that you can customize, from the costume pieces, the intros, the victories, as well as a huge variety of skins here. Every fighter has 3 costume pieces.
We're going to quickly talk here about, we have custom variations.
Picking a new one.
On this player variation screen, the players can create, modify, and collect multiple versions of every
swapping out
character.
the
There are a
spear
ton of
or
features
the
that you can customize, from the costume
katana
pieces,
for a new one.
the intros, the victories, as well as a huge variety of skins here.
And of course,
every
Scorpion's iconic
fighter
spear
has
can
3
be
costume
swapped
pieces.
out
You
for
see
a new one as
Scorpion,
well.
they're changing the mask here, picking a new one. You can actually program these at different attributes. Now this visual here is going to give you an idea of kind of like the dramatic differences you can have in the different variations of Scorpion here. And of course, Scorpion's iconic spear can be swapped out for a new one as well. This is the case with all the fighters, so you're going to know Scorpion and Baraka, all the kind of variations
Now, this
you're going to see.
visual here is going to give you an idea of
kind of like the dramatic differences you can have in the different variations of Scorpion here. Our second fight here is Sonya
with
versus
all the fighters.
So you're going to versus Scarlet, who is a returning character from Mortal Kombat 9. You're going to see, playing people online and whatnot.
A few pints of blood is all I ask. Trust me, I'm not your type.
Round 1, fight.
Both Sonya and Scarlet return with their classic moves as well as some new ones. Our second fight here is Sonya versus Scarlet, who was a returning character from Mortal Kombat 9 that she can play with here.
For me, Scarlet. A few pints of blood is all I ask. Trust me,
While Scarlet
I'm not your
has her
type.
signature blood attacks. Both Sonya and Scarlet return with their classic moves as well as some new ones. We're going to take a look at some of the nuances we have. We have a new feature called
Sonya has a bunch of gadgets that she can play with here.
Time block will open a window for countering attacks. Watch Scarlet doing a quick hop, you can evade low attacks and also open another window for countering moves. We're going to take a look at some of the nuances we have. We have a new feature called a flawless 30%. A perfect when it reaches there again, you're going to open a window for available. That's countering attacks. Devastating. Watch Scarlet doing a quick hop. You can evade low attacks and also open another window for countering moves. Now notice Sonya's health is reached below 30%. When it reaches there again, you're going to notice a fatal blow is available. Sonya has her fatal blow ready, so she can release it. So that was enough damage to release fatal blow available for Scarlet, which she'll, again, Sonya has her fatal blow ready, so she can release it. Which is enough to win the match, and you might have seen a glimpse of this fatality here. So that was enough damage to release fatal blow available for Scarlet, which she'll attack here. Which is enough to win the match, and you might have seen a glimpse of this fatality. So that's a little piece of Mortal Kombat 11, but I'm guessing maybe you guys want to see some fatalities, a little bit more. Okay, we're going to roll this footage. I can't wait for you to check that out.
Finish him, fatality.
So that's a little piece of Mortal Kombat 11, but I'm guessing maybe you guys want to see some fatalities, a little more. Okay, we're going to roll this footage. I can't wait for you to check that out.
Finish him.
Okay. First of all, Scarlet has returned. What has it been like to bring back this fan favorite that we haven't seen since Mortal Kombat 9?
We introduced Scarlet as a DLC character in Mortal Kombat 9, and she's been one of the most demanded returning characters, so we knew we had to kind of abide by that.
I know my buddy Scar out there is super stoked as well. First of all, we saw some classic combatants like Scorpion. What has it been like to bring back this fan favorite that we haven't seen since Mortal Kombat 9?
Is back. We saw Baraka rip somebody's face off.
So, okay, we also have some new fighters.
Demanded returning characters, so we knew we had to kind of abide by that.
Not only to create new characters, but to refresh some of the classes. I know my buddy Scar out there is super stoked as well.
Refreshing and deciding which ones will come back.
We saw some classic combatants like Scorpion,
Sub-Zero,
we hear what you guys say
as far as creating characters. That's some of the most fun
Baraka
we've had.
rip somebody's face off.
That we have a really
we also have some new fighters.
Cool look at. You're going to see a little bit later.
For you and your team,
but
what is this
that process
like,
is usually very collaborative.
Not only to create new characters, but to refresh
Looking
some
forward
of the
to that,
classes.
folks. And we witnessed
refreshing and
combos,
deciding which ones to come back.
But one of the hallmarks of Mortal Kombat has always been
we really
the rich,
we hear what you guys say.
Story. So what
as
can
far
we
as
look forward
creating
to
characters, that's some of the most fun we've had. You saw Garrus is a new character at the beginning of the story here. We actually have a video here. Look at. You're going to see a little bit later. But the whole prologue of the story, it really picks up right after MK9, and I think you guys are going to get a big kick out of it.
But one of the hallmarks of Mortal Kombat has always been the rich, detailed story. So what can we look forward to in Mortal Kombat 11 when it comes to the story?
And you saw a glimpse of the beginning of the story here. We actually have a video here. It's the entire opening cinematic, the whole prologue of the story. It really picks up right after MK9, and I think you guys are going to get a big kick out of it.
Be silent, Shinnok. Be silent, Shinnok.
Embrace the truth the elder gods deny. The truth I was cast out for speaking.
The truth I embrace, Shinnok, is that mercy is wasted on those who defy the Earth realm. I will destroy our enemies before they destroy us, starting with you.
You embrace the truth the elder gods deny. The truth I was cast out for not even you can kill.
The truth I embrace, Shinnok, is that mercy is wasted on those who defy the Earth realm. I will destroy our enemies before they destroy fates worse, starting with you.
Not even you can kill elder god.
There are fates worse than death. I will deliver you to Liu Kang and your netherrealm minions. You will serve as warning and an emblem of my wrath. emblem of my wrath.
This is not your destination, Ark. Once again, the Thunder God has upset the balance of his strength. Know this. The arc of the universe bends to my will. It is only a matter of time. This is not your destination, Ark. Once again, the Thunder God has upset the balance of his strength. Know this. The arc of the universe bends to my will.
Ed,
It is only
that
a
was
matter
amazing.
of
April
time.
23rd cannot come soon enough. So the story kicks off right after MKX. Dark Rain reigns. Time is being manipulated. How fun was it to dive into the rich Mortal Kombat lore and design moments when these legendary characters confront a different version of themselves?
Yeah, that was the most fun about, how we created the
Ed,
story.
that was
we
amazing.
basically
April
introduced a
23rd
character,
cannot
Kronika,
come
who has
soon
been
enough.
kind of running the
So
show
the story
since the
picks
first
off
Mortal
right
Kombat.
after MKX. Dark Rain
Everything
reigns.
that was happening
Time
was
is being
to her
manipulated.
plan.
How
up
fun
to
was
the
it to
point
dive
where
into the rich
Raiden
Mortal Kombat
kinda
lore and
screwed things
design
up.
moments
And that's when she's
these
kind of
legendary
stepping
characters
in,
confront
and
a
she's just
different
gonna
version of themselves?
play tricks with
that was the
time
most
that's
fun
gonna
about
introduce situations
how we
where
created
old
the story.
characters meeting
We
their younger
basically
selves.
introduced a character,
And
Kronika,
it's
who has
such
been
a
kinda
great
running the show
since the first
great
Mortal
story
Kombat.
mode. We could not be
Everything
more proud
that
of
was
this.
happening was to her
Ed
plan.
Boon,
Up to
thank
the
you
point
so much for
where
being here.
Raiden
Give it up for the
kinda
legend,
screwed
ladies and
things up.
gentlemen.
And that's when she's kind of
Now-
stepping in, and she's just gonna.
I
play
have
tricks with
one
time that's gonna
more
introduce
question
Situations where old characters
before we go. What
meeting
other
their younger
changes
selves,
have you
and
made
it's
for
it's
this
such
installment?
a great
we
great
have something
story
really
mode. We could
special
not
for
be more
Mortal
proud
Kombat
of this.
11.
We have a real
Ed
life
Boon,
badass.
thank you so much for
playing
being
one
here.
of our
Give it
most
up for the legend, ladies and
iconic
gentlemen.
characters
Now-
in the game, and we
I
cannot
have
wait
one
to
more
make this announcement.
question. Let's take a look before we go. What other changes have you made for this installment?
We have something really special for Mortal Kombat 11. We have a real-life badass playing one of our most iconic characters in the game, and we cannot wait to make this announcement.
Let's take a look.
Hi, Sonya Blade calling in air support. Sonya Blade was the first kick-ass girl that I saw come onto the scene, and I've always admired her and admittedly kind of emulated her in my own way. And Sonya Blade calling in air support. Now I get to try and be her. First time I can remember playing Mortal Kombat, my mom was a college professor, and one of her students, Sonya Blade, was the first kick-ass girl that I saw come on her, but I was Raiden, and I always him as Raiden, and it was like the first time admittedly kind of emulated her in my own way, and now I get to try and be her. It was the absolute coolest. First time I can remember playing a character Kombat. My mom was a college professor, really interesting and fun. One of her students, I don't have to think about how I look and only about how I sound. Button masher, but I was Raiden, and I beat him as Raiden. And it was like the first time to be as ridiculous as anything possible because no one's looking and no one's judging, and all that matters is what it sounds like. Yeah, I thought it was the absolute coolest. So good to say. Stay loud, it feels great. Yeah! I've always seen a character that's been really different and really interesting and fun because I don't have to think about how I look and only about how I sound. It almost gives me permission to be as I've been a fan of Mortal Kombat possible because no one's looking and no one's judging. I can remember all that matters. For a little kid, I love me some gore. So good to What drew me to Mortal Kombat, honestly, it was the first game that had like real intrigue of just more than, okay, I'm gonna hit this guy. I've been a fan of Mortal Kombat. It wasn't just like, who's the better fighter? It was, why is this person mad at that person and this and that? It just drew me in to think about more than just fighting, but the world that we live in. And yeah, it's been a great experience being Sonya Blade. What drew me to Mortal Kombat, honestly, it was the first game that had like real intrigue of just more than, okay, I'm gonna hit this guy, he can hit me and he wins. It wasn't just like, who's the better fighter. It was, why is this person
Please
mad
give
at
a
that
warm
person
welcome
and
to
this
the
and that? It
reigning
just drew me
Raw
in to
Women's
think about more
Champion,
than
the
just fighting,
first
but
woman
for
ever
a
to be
living.
inducted into the
Yeah,
UFC Hall of
it's a
Fame,
great experience
and the
being on
voice
Sonya
of Sonya Blade, Ronda Rousey. Please give a warm welcome to the reigning Raw Women's Champion, the first woman ever to be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, and the voice of Sonya Blade, Ronda Rousey.
If rating came down right now and I had to pick 3 warriors Mortal Kombat, like I would definitely be that person. And now instead of being the closest thing
Ronda,
I can be to Sonya
thank
Blade,
you so
I'm
much for being here. How does it feel to be part of Earthrealm is in good hands. So how did you prepare for this role? Is there anything that you did specifically to get into Sonya's
I tried to grow up to be
headspace
Sonya
or
Blade as
things that you
close
pulled
as I
from your
could.
fighting
Like, I
experience?
feel like if rating came down right now and I had to pick 3
secretive,
warriors
this
Mortal
project.
Kombat,
I really
like,
didn't
I would
get to know
definitely
very
be
much
that
at all.
person.
And so I
And
tried to inhabit
now
her
instead of being the
headspace
closest thing I can
by
be